냥제 쳔보 쫀던 힘이 zon에 혼 쳔보 내게 바크르타 냄산도 시르마 톰바 트지 전나 기시옴 살 다데라 nga chu cha da ne shi chu bu cha zo de la min nam jir dan de ra go ne da chu chu de xia ji yin.
So, si jamais pour les Français, la traduction c'est Canal 10. So, this morning, the teaching of this morning will mainly be connected with the Guru Yoga, with the unification with the Lama. So, this is mainly what I'm going to talk about.
Tani ta terang so chutun chapiner kamnan dana yenji girkat tarong tamayam baga tani tas baya dana tani jarko jamba girkai ko kone tani songo yosare te pe yobore.
So today the teaching is translated into English and also in other languages such as Spanish and so forth, which is very good.
상집 정도는 내가 양 또 추추 추즈진도 타이르가당 흘러당 노전다 좀 더당 메이르가 남다 로아근지 저크 쯧음바 탐실가도 덕크 추탄 도즈이다나 회나 로아다리 소소 하당 흘러당 드네 다리가 마마연 라스 바군 로아 모보지가 라랑당 탐비르가 다리가 추송 조송을
So actually Buddha Sakyamuni himself said that when he gave teaching, he would give it in the language of the gods, in the language of the Nagas, in the language of the Rakshas, and the man-eaters, the Gandharvas, and in all the languages of human beings. So therefore, when the Buddha talks, he taught always according to the languages of all the different kinds of sentient beings.
대란지나 드네 당아서 추추고 수원도 시르동고 라민 남절 담제라 라민 남절 담제란도 드네 다 추탐식 수 시접근도 다 흥원조가 나오죠. 옛날에 냠는 거한도 시에나 단도 공지 드네 각설 원돈 다 탐식 거자와인 저희다는 혼 기바단 집이 라마 탐식
So actually the teaching today is connected to Guru Yoga, and the practice of Guru Yoga is like a central or like a principal among all the Dharma practices, and it's usually like considered as a preliminary practice, like it's part of the preliminary practices, yet it is a practice that is like the actual practice or main practice, and is considered to me to be really like the center or the core of all the actual practices. So all the lamas of the lineage have explained that very clearly.
다추 냠슬렘 반델라 렌스르 몽보지고는 다 라미 남줄도 수 랑기 따빨라 때니 또다 똑바 차버전 랑기 jel라 지르시지 그탑 모마에 바지게 행겨요.
So all different practices can have different specific purposes and different levels, but the practice of Guru Yoga specifically, like the main point of this practice is devotion, and it's how to give rise to this special realization within our mind through the power of devotion. So this practice of Guru Yoga is a special means for that.
Shir tapaji bandayang tane napshoko tane yang chulungariga nana tapade 다 추대 줄지스 만정나 파르치를 랑지기다래 냐라라서 발라 홍조주 디모고 다 차박을 남바잔 건조지 대양 요래다 있나요 맞수 나 상기 바가 빠지기는 다 내리그 지슴 장위 그 추양다 비도나 니시타모 마인 바기비 스타와지가 저초고요래.
So actually devotion, I think in the West and in Western religions is something that is understood pretty differently. Like it's the idea that you must practice, you must have devotion to God or so forth, otherwise at death you will fall in hells, you will have some punishment and so forth. So in Buddhism this is not at all the way we conceive devotion. Devotion mainly means to follow the actual like way things are, to follow the fundamental nature, and to find like a real certainty in that. So this is what truly devotion means in Buddhism.
Chula tapayinandra, lama la tapayinandra, Tomer, the Gimson Yantaba Shibi, Stavi Jisum Rangi, the Hachang Karchimpore, Karti Gimson Yantabarmashi, Rankerka, the Ranki Kashokam Jisum Ranina, Tatilangasur Montagiore.
So either we talk about devotion to the Dharma or devotion to the Lama. We first need to understand the reasons well and know the reasons well before we like follow Dharma or the Lama, and before we give rise to devotion. This is very important. Otherwise, if you just have devotion like out of the blue, then this is what we call an ignorant devotion, and it's not pure authentic devotion.
Nelik damar dambaga, Tirtavaga Tavatino, Shirnawasan Gipaga, Togo, Jean Kanijan, Tanda Malimba.
So generally, in like the fact of believing in something that is not correct, that is not true, not according to the way things are, or the mode of being, is something that is generally not accepted in any of the Buddhist texts.
Pena Jean Chembo Chabram Papertopale, Dagna Sanji Shogmans and Sirtia Sula Merdanjan, Ganzigri Dambis, Tenir Tumber Jonsons and Sondir, Nandun Cherezena, Matsu Sanji Bajianaran, Sanji Chondan de Ni Shorezi, Delatare Shoksons and Jedana. The Jendana Jambagata, Rigatum Tato, the Shirore, Nitari, Shokson Marizi, the Maratorki. Te mense Cherezena, si liglar Gimson Yantabatan, Nelig de Jubatan Dambayanena, Te Dariga, Sirsonena, Tingatsu, Tombaranson, Zeta, Tangatsu, the Nasanji Pagastavi, Zu, Jensat, Timozan Zangiore.
So actually, it says in the Buddhist text that the Buddha said himself, you should not like follow me or follow my teachings out of sort of a partial attachment to me and thinking, oh, this is a teaching from the Buddha, or this is a Buddhist teaching, so therefore it has to be correct, and a teaching that doesn't come from and that is not Buddhist, that belongs to other philosophy, in itself will be wrong because it belongs to other philosophy. So you should not criticize them in this way, but examine who is actually right, who is speaking according to the reasons and logic, and this is the one you should follow, and this is the one you should hold as your teacher. So this is a very fundamental point of the Buddhist tradition, of the Buddhist philosophy.
Tatana Matsunawa Sanji Pagastawate Zirkonandra, Chenambaga Tene Lama Lastia Roina Draga, Kaina Tambo, Tene Rigba number Tabag of Tago, Rigba number Tabag of Tagona, Nilik down Danmartan, Nilik Damadana, Tene Sanji Chuin and Drago, Lamikson in Andraga, Te Tarigo, that down the Malanjana and Nibayomare.
So actually, when we talk about the Buddhist view, either the Buddhist view or when you have the refuge for your Lama, in whatever way, you need to examine with the logic. You need to examine logically if it works according to the way things are, according to the way things function. Otherwise, even if written in a Buddhist text, or if it's your Lama said it, but if it doesn't accord with the reality, then it should not be accepted.